Hey guys, MrMoopig here back with another video, and today I thought I'd take some time to make a quick little tutorial on the current use of redstone alternatives here in Minecraft Pocket Edition by me and many others, and that is minecarts and minecart logic, and all the things you can do with them to interact with each other and make little creations. So, if you have not seen some of my recent redstone alternative videos, be sure to check those out because I demonstrate all those creations are built using this kind of system, using minecarts. So what I thought I'd do today is kind of make an actual tutorial as to, or to describe to you guys how the whole system kind of works, and show you some simple methods that you can kind of build from to make your own creations, like I've done here in the recent past. But I know if you've been watching my channel for a while, you may or may not remember me posting a few videos way back about minecart logic and going over logic gates. And I went over those logic gates basically to just kind of show off the fundamental building blocks of this system and how you can make a whole bunch of creations using those logic gates. So if you've not seen that video, be sure to go check it out. But what I thought I'd do is, since those logic gates, I know it seemed like people I don't know, didn't understand those the best. I thought I would try to show off a little bit more like generally used versions of those gates. So you've got the basic logic gates, but you can recreate those logic gates using so many different things, or using multiple different ways, if that makes any sense. So I could have a logic gate which is the same functionality as like the very basic logic gate that I made in that other video, but I could there's 5%. I could recreate that same logic gate, have the same functionality, using something a little bit more attractive or something specified to a certain build. I don't know if that makes much sense, but if you guys understand what I meant there, thank you for understanding. But anyway, I'm going to run over a bit of mechanics here and how minecarts function. I did a little bit of this in that oh my gosh, I don't even know what I just said. I said so many random things. I did a little bit of this over in my video that I just talked about, the logic gate video, but I didn't cover it all, so I thought I would kind of re-go over that in case you guys didn't see that. So that's enough intro. Sorry for all that talking, but here we go. Here is how minecarts interact with normal blocks of the game. So we've got solid blocks. This is just a piece of clay, just a random solid block. Could be any solid block. When you push a minecart and it hits it, obviously it bounces right back like you might expect. But when you have a piece of glass, like so, if you were to push the cart into it, voila, it sticks right in there. Now, I'm not quite sure if this works as any other block besides glass, to be honest with you. It might not, but I would just stick with glass if you're really planning on doing something with this system. So anyway, one thing I want to point out, depending on the rotation of yourself to your world, it kind of completely affects how minecarts interact with each other when on parallel rails. So what I mean by that is, if I wanted to set up a parallel rail, if I can talk, it's kind of hard to say actually, like so, it's extremely difficult because these guys interact with each other in a really annoying way. So, as you can see, this doesn't, I don't know, it's not very friendly. I have to actually extend one of these rails a lot farther out before I can build this next one. I don't know, it's just kind of stupid, to be honest. But if I go this way, as you can see, these guys don't interact with each other, and they're perfect. They're just the perfect ones. And if I were to put my minecarts next to each other like this, they don't go anywhere. So if I wanted to set up parallel rails, there it is again, going this way, I need to make this 5 in length, and then make the very middle 3 this parallel way, like so. So that's, I know I'm not even using my words very well to describe these things, but hopefully you guys get the visual of what I'm doing here. So anyway, if I were to play, ooh, that is not at all what I wanted to do. Terrible. Okay, so here is what happens if I place a minecart right like so. As you can see, they go forward, they push off of each other. So you just have to test which way the parallel rails work in your world. So test them both ways, see which one affects the minecarts, because that's going to affect things if you're trying to use something like a minecart diverter. And a minecart diverter, I will save that for a different video if you guys want to see more of this. So this kind of just testing the water, see if you guys actually enjoy this kind of thing. And if not, be sure to let me know. If you do like it, leave a like and a comment below. Please do let me know, because I want to know if I should make more videos on a little mini series of tutorials on this redstone alternative method. But if not, I won't go on with it. But I just thought I would make a basic video here for you guys. Anyway, so these are like little intersections, and this shows another way of rotation, why rotation affects things in Pocket Edition here for rails. So as you can see, these guys are the exact same thing. Looking this way, it's just a little T. But they're just rotated 90 degrees. So if I were to push this cart here, what happens is it affects this cart and it pushes it on its way, which is generally the thing we want to do. But if we were to do it with this one over here, rotated 90 degrees, it does not affect the cart at all. It just goes right through it, and this cart does not get pushed. So this can really screw you up when you're trying to make something here in MCPE. If you would like to have this cart push off something, be sure to test it out before you start making your creation. That's really one thing you got to worry about. So moving on from that, that's kind of the very, very basics. We can move to what I call the pulse. I know I kind of said that in my last video, last logic gate video, which is, I say last video, that video was like 8 months ago, so forget that. But whenever I push one cart, if I have it if I have it set up like so, I can have this one cart affect two carts and push them on their way. So this can be really effective if you need to split one rail into two rails. As you can see, voila, they will go on their way if I didn't have a block standing there. But that's what that does. It works like that. And that can be really effective, really useful in scenarios which you might need it to split one rail into two pathways, basically. So this one is basically the exact opposite of that. We have two inputs coming in, and they both join to hit one output. So if one of them hits it, obviously that guy's going to go on his way, or the other one can hit it as well, and it doesn't matter which one hits it. So I guess this is a basic OR gate, if that makes any sense. If you guys know what logic gates and that stuff are, if you happen to see the last video, which I'd recommend go checking out. I know I went explicitly over logic gates in that video, so don't worry about it too much if you haven't seen it. So anyway, this is another thing I want to demonstrate. This is how to destroy a minecart, basically. So as soon as a minecart hits a cactus, it will break the minecart and release whatever's in it. And I use this little concept here in my functional restaurant video. If you guys have not seen that one, go check it out. But if I push this guy, as you can see, okay, this was a little glitch, sort of, I guess. But what happens is you push the cart, and this cactus will destroy the cart. Now, please do not come over here. Okay, so that's what happens with that. And as you can see, the sheep, if you're trying to get the sheep to drop, this is a little bug that I encountered. I guess it's not necessarily a bug, but just something you got to work around. Something I encountered with my restaurant creation. What you have to do is you actually have to build in the cactus somewhere farther down. So if I wanted that sheep to not pop out and actually fall down to the ground, I might push this cactus down, or push this block here down a little bit, and have the cactus farther down the pathway so that guy can fall and not get caught on that block. That's kind of how that works. If you guys understand what I said there. Sorry, I don't even know. I don't feel like I'm describing things too well. So, as usual, if you have a question or something, please do let me know down in the comment section below, and I will do my absolute best to answer every single one of you guys' questions if you have any. So, here's one last little thing I want to demonstrate. Any roaming sheep can affect a cart full of a sheep already, or any other animal. Okay, so if a sheep is walking around and he hits this cart, he will get inside of the cart and be stuck there and go and start moving. So that's how that works. But if there's already a sheep in the cart, all that happens is when you spawn in a sheep and he walks over there and hits it, it will just send it along its output path. That's all that does. I wanted to demonstrate that concept. If you did not see my random color generator video, this is kind of the basic concept that is built off of. So yeah, those sheep will randomly wander over, and if they hit this sheep cart right there, it will trigger it and have its way on the output. So with all creations really using minecarts and any creation of redstone whatsoever, of course you're gonna have to have an input and an output. There are multiple ways to trigger a minecart. You can like the classic way, just put a sand block into somewhere. Like, let's say if I had like a little area here, all I gotta do is get a sand block and put it right here. Actually, like, okay, let's say this is an adventure map or something. I'm gonna have my little rail down here with a minecart on it. Actually, it'd be like this. Minecart going this way. And all I have to do is put a sand block up here. The user can input a sand block and it'll fall down and it'll trigger the minecart. Simple as that. That's how you can trigger something. That was really off the top. I didn't have that built in. But yeah, that's how that works. And then of course you're just gonna have your output. You can connect these guys to other minecarts, as seen here, obviously, and you can also have them connect over to the old way of redstone alternatives. So that's right there is another video in itself. So if you'd like to see more on this, like I said, please do let me know down in the comment section below. Hopefully I didn't make this video too long and boring, but I don't know. I probably talked way too much. Who knows? If you guys enjoyed it though, be sure to let me know. And if you have any critiquing of my commentaries, be sure to let me know as well, because I'm always open to y'all's opinions. So anyway, that has been the video. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.